you may be broke in the army, but you only broke to the 15th.
Walk and live. Dark and bumbuckler dead.
Boy, have some girl I start for your wife for your yard. Them think they mean a lie. Lucky she not stab with a knife. And some boy, I fuck some ways, girl road.
Hey you guys, and welcome back to my channel. So as you guys can tell from the title of today's video is going to be all about how me joining the army has changed my life. I know that I'm honest with you guys. I tell you guys the pros and cons of joining the military, well, the United States Army. But I know I've never done a video telling you guys how the army has benefited me. So I decided to come today and tell you guys how joining the army has changed my life completely. So don't forget to hit the subscribe button, turn on your notification bells, because I do post, well, I just started to post more consistently. So you know, you guys' support would be greatly appreciated. And I did write some things down, because if y'all don't know, I got my little YouTube book now. I'm trying to be more organized and more consistent for you guys. So if you are a future soldier, if you just aspire to be in the military, comment down below, let me know why you wanted to join the army, etc, etc. And if you're in the army, comment down below and let me know how joining the army has changed your life. I mean, as much as, you know, soldiers, you know, we do complain about certain things, or we complain about things, etc, like our pay, things like that. The army has honestly changed each and every one of our lives. So y'all, let me tell y'all something. Before I joined the army, I probably had about like $15 to my name. The only income that I had before I joined the army was from my FAFSA Pell Grants. If you guys don't know, I was going to school before I joined the army. I was in RTC as well, and I dropped out because I wanted a better life for myself. Yeah, I wanted a better life for myself. I wanted to have a stable income. I wanted to travel. I wanted to just have stuff that I never thought I could have. And I do have stuff that I never thought I could have. So my head is looking kind of gigantic today. I don't know why, but please forgive me in my dome piece, okay? But yeah, so before I joined the army, of course, I didn't have stable income. I did work at Burger King for a day, but I was working in the hood. I never told you this, but worked at Burger King for a day, right? And the first thing they put me on was the drive-thru. And I worked at the Burger King on, if anyone is from Brooklyn, then you know where this is. I worked at the Burger King that was on Church and Remsen. If you know where that is, comment down below. I worked at the Burger King that was on Church and Remsen, and it was mad dudes coming through the drive-thru. I didn't know how to work it. Like, it was a mess. It was embarrassing. So I quit the next day. I never went back to the Burger King. So that's that. But now I finally have like a real job, which is the army. So money wise, I never filed taxes before I joined the army. I joined the army when I was 19 years old, if you guys don't know. Basically, I've been living on my own since I was 19 years old. Now I am 25. Yeah, so I mean, the army provides you, a lot of people, which I do agree with, would say that we don't get paid much. Or like, say the average person makes $2,000 a month, right? Out of that $2,000, they have to pay rent, utilities, food. They have to pay so many things that we don't have to pay with our check. So that is why a lot of people do get comfortable when they're in the military. I don't know, the army has been fine with me. Money has been good. I mean, it's the most money that I've ever made, so we really can't say much. But I think that when we see our peers, like for instance, when I see my homegirls and stuff that I know got basic ass jobs, I see them on the internet, like, you know, like going and doing like stuff. I'm like, damn, like we really don't get paid much. But essentially we do get paid. Our benefits are worth a lot of money to me. So for people that don't have health insurance in the civilian world is not cheap, especially if you have a family. So that's that. I have been provided with, I mean, you get paid on the 1st and the 15th. So say for instance you go broke, like say for instance I got paid on the 1st. Okay, today's the 1st. That's a perfect example. Say for instance I get paid today and I waste all of it, or I spend all of it in about 2 to 3 days, regardless if you spend it on things you like car parts, purses, shoes, get your hair done, go out to eat, whatever it is that you spend your money on, regardless if you spend it on bills, you know that on the 15th you're gonna get another paycheck. It's like guaranteed income. So it's like you may be broke in the army, but you only broke to the 15th. I mean, as long as you can make it to the 15th, you'll be fine. And a lot of times you can tell who's broke and who's not broke because the D.F.A.Q. on payday, the D.F.A.Q. is usually empty, and about 3 to 4 days later it's usually packed. So you can kind of tell who's not who don't know how to really manage their money, etc. If you guys want me to do a video on managing your money while you're in the military, comment down below, let me know, or thumbs up this video, let me know. So one of the main reasons why I joined the army was because of my living conditions. Before I joined the army, you know, of course y'all noticed, I was living with my mother. Is my light about to fall? I was living with my mother in Brooklyn, and I love my mother, I do, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna expose much, but I didn't like the living conditions. I didn't like the space. I didn't like the roaches, you know what I'm saying, etc., things like that. So I always told myself I'm gonna make it out this situation. And to be honest with y'all, I have not seen a roach since I've joined the military. I have not seen a roach anywhere in any of the barracks I've ever had since I joined the military. I know some duty stations do have roaches, like Hawaii and stuff like that, but I've been blessed with it. And if you guys don't know, I hate roaches. I would rather, okay, so we have mouses too in my mama's house, but like say for instance I'm laying in the bed and I hear a mouse under the bed, I won't be as scared as if I see a roach crawling on the sheets. Like, I'm more afraid of roaches. I know it's kind of weird, but I'm more afraid of roaches. I hate roaches, and I feel like now I'm so secure because I can open a cereal box and roaches won't be crawling out. I could turn on the light and roaches won't be scattering in the kitchen. So just living conditions for me was another reason why I decided I joined the army. And if you guys go through my videos, you guys will see that I have been blessed with pretty good barracks. As you guys can see, my barracks room right now is pretty big here in Baumholder, Germany. But I have been blessed with living conditions, regardless if I had those 2-man room, 4-door bathroom rooms. It's still better than what I had before. So my living conditions have definitely got better. Just, it's nothing really I could ask for. Like, laundry is free. Like, a lot of things are free to us that I think we don't realize that we don't pay for. It's a lot of stuff. So let's get into clothing. All right, y'all. So before I joined the army, I wore a lot of hand-me-downs. My mom, we Haitian. If you don't know, if you were Haitian, comment down below, thumbs up this video. And we used to shop at the something called a Timache. So a Timache is like a flea market. But the thing about Timache is Timache can sometimes have hand-me-down clothes, and it's not something I'm embarrassed about. I wore hand-me-downs my whole life. I wore my sister's hand-me-downs. I mean, it even got to the point where like I wore hand-me-down underwear. I mean, it was bad. Like, and yeah, I wore hand-me-down underwear. There was a time that I stole from Goodwill because I ain't had no money, so I went in Goodwill and I stole from Goodwill. I'm not gonna lie. So hopefully I didn't just incriminate myself, but this was years ago, and I stole a t-shirt from Goodwill. And it was because I didn't have no money. So I wanted to join the army because I was like, yo, I gotta have a better life. And one of the things that the army does provide you with is clothing. I know that's gonna sound corny to some people that's already in the military, but technically the army asks you to be at the right place in the right time in the right uniform. So this is what you wear. These OCPs are what you wear every day, Monday through Friday. If you have duty on the weekends, of course you wear it, whatever. But Monday through Friday, you are given clothes to wear, technically. So, and in the morning, you're given PTs. So, really, you just need to have enough clothes for the weekend. But you know me, I'm kind of bougie, so I got a shopping problem. I like to buy stuff. So, but yeah, so the army does provide you with clothing. I know people think it's corny, but it's true. And every year in the army, you do get a clothing allowance. You get about, I think mine is either $300 something or $400 something, but you get it the day that you join the army. So for instance, me, I joined the army November 12, 2014. Damn. So yeah, I joined November 12, 2014, and I usually get my clothing allowance on December 1st because that is the next, like, I don't get it on the 15th, I get it on the 1st. So that's that. So food, before I joined the army, I'm not gonna say I ate bad, because I don't even think that makes any sense. But I didn't really eat a lot before the army, because I don't want to make my mom look bad, but like before I joined, I tried not to eat a lot unless I was at other family members' houses, because we had so many roaches. I just didn't. So I used to like be like, "Mom, can I get $5? Mom, can I get $5?" And I used to go eat Chinese food, and I always ate out. So that's that. But now that I'm in the military does offer you, if you're a single soldier living in the barracks, you get something called BAS. Well, you get something taken out of your check called BAS. If that was a good guess, then shout outs to me. But you do get BAS taken out of your check. It's about $300 and something, and the army gives you something called a meal card. Now the meal card, I guess, is connected with your ID, but it allows you to eat at the DFAC 3 times a day: breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I don't eat at the DFAC personally. I don't. The portions at the DFAC is so small that like it's not worth going to the DFAC, to be honest with you. Here on Baumholder, we do have 2 DFACs, and one of the DFACs is really good. Like, I would eat there every day because it's really good. It's the DFAC that's by the PX. If you're on Baumholder, then you know what DFAC I'm talking about. But every post has a DFAC. If they don't have a DFAC, then I guess they give you the BAS. But the army does provide you with meals, regardless if you eat it or not. It's gonna come out of your paycheck. So that's that. Food wise, I don't really eat at the DFAC, so I can't really say how the army has helped me food wise. Benefits, y'all. So before I joined, I had Medicare. I had Medicaid. I was under my mom. Anytime that I needed health care, I got it. So I never really had an issue with health care. So it's not like the army kind of helped me with that. But since I have been in the army, I have gotten veneers. I've gotten I used to wear very thick glasses. Now I got laser eye surgery, so now I don't need glasses. I've gotten so much things. I mean, I've got scar removal. Anything that I need from the army medically wise, they will provide for me. So like, I do have scars from my breast lift with implants, and I'm currently getting laser scar removal. So like, the army really does have so many resources, so many programs. You just have to know about it, because a lot of people don't know that you can get laser hair removal, scar removal. You can get veneers. People don't know that you can get veneers. I don't know if I was just lucky, but people don't know that you can get veneers. And in the civilian world, veneers cost about, first of all, in the civilian world, ain't no Medicaid or health insurance covering veneers, because that's a cosmetic surgery. So I think it retails for about $1,000 a tooth, and I got 6 teeth. So I did go back to try to see if I could get my bottom teeth, but they were like, there's nothing wrong with your bottom teeth, like, you're bugging. So I was like, all right, fuck it, cool. I am trying to get more surgeries. I'm not gonna tell you guys right now, but other than that, let's see what else benefits. Life insurance. I never in my life thought I would even want life insurance. I have life insurance right now, and it's a good feeling to know that, God forbid, well, not God forbid, because we are gonna die, but when you do die, that depending on how you die, whoever's on your life insurance policy. So for me, my mother, she won't be struggling to pay for my funeral. And I do believe you get a military funeral if whoever your what's the thing called, next of kin, whoever your next of kin is decides to do it, then yeah. But knowing my mom, God forbid I pass away, she's gonna do a Haitian l'Evangile funeral. Okay, so I know that much. But yeah, there's so many benefits. Like, I can't even, let me tell y'all something. Before I joined the army, I did speak about this in my last video, but before I joined the army, y'all, college was always free for me, like, period, point blank. But I have like things that fast food could never give me. Like, okay, for instance, I have I have certifications. The army has gave me experience. I'm talking like experience. Have y'all ever noticed that like a lot of people that have degrees in the civilian world can't find jobs because they don't have experience? But then a lot of employers won't give you experience because you don't have experience. It's like, how do you expect me to have experience if you won't allow me to gain the experience with you? You get what I'm saying? So that's one benefit of the army, is you gain experience. But yeah, you guys, essentially, y'all, I'm gonna be honest. As much as some days I wake up and I'd be like regretting it, and you know, like just being negative or being ungrateful, I do have days where I wake up and I'm like, I'm tired, I don't feel like running, or I don't feel like doing this, I don't feel like doing that. Like, why did I join? I want to be with my friends, they strippers. Like, as much as, like, that sounded crazy. Now, but for as much as I see my friends doing like this, I have friends and just doing so much with their life, like not just, you know, stripping and stuff, but I have friends doing so much with their life that sometimes I look at their life and I'm like, damn, I wish I never joined. Like, what could I be doing? But realistically, y'all, I'll be honest, if I didn't join the army, I probably don't know where I would be right now. I probably would be arrested again. I probably would have had a child by now. Like, it's so many, like, I probably have never said this on the internet, but I am so happy that I joined the army. Like, I am so happy. Even if I get out a year from now, 2 years from now, 3 years from now, this experience has been very beneficial. It's been more beneficial than it has been not beneficial, if that makes sense. And the friendships that I've made throughout the army are stronger than the friendships that I've had growing up. You know how you grow up with childhood friends and shit? Like that doesn't compare to the bond that I have with some of my battle buddies here in the army. I mean, this gonna sound kind of corny, but like, you gain a bond with certain people in the military to the point where like you would die for them type shit. Like, I don't know, hopefully you guys understand what I'm saying, but like this has really changed my life. And I don't know what I'm gonna do with my future, but I know I do want to be a recruiter, and we'll see how that goes. We'll see if my packet gets accepted, y'all. We'll see. I'm just gonna leave everything up to God. If my packet don't get accepted, then I'll still be going to Fort Hood. So it's either those two are gonna happen. Whichever one happens, everything happens for a reason. So if I'm meant to go to Fort Hood, I'm going to Fort Hood. If I'm meant to be a recruiter, then I feel like God is just gonna let everything play out how it's supposed to play out. But that's it for today's video. I just wanted to come talk to y'all and express how I'm feeling today. So if you are currently serving, comment down below and let me know how the army has changed your life. And I know we have days where we don't want to get up and do shit because we wake up early every single day. But let's be real, like, this shit has really changed our lives. You know what's crazy, y'all? I have three things I want to tell y'all. 4 things. I never had a pedicure before I joined the army. I never had a steak before I joined the army. I never had shrimp before I joined the army. And I never had crab before I joined the army. Ain't that crazy? Anywho's, that is it for today's video. Anywho's, that is it for today's video. If you guys like this video, don't forget to comment down below. I love you guys, and I will see you guys in my next video.
Give me joy, you know, see that the past blind. Keep it real, but I play with the boss man. Okay. So I gotta do this again.